Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a technology that's truly set to make passwords a thing of the past. It is a massive upgrade to our security that finally promises to end that whole login nightmare for good. We're breaking it all down, and it's all based on a fantastic article from Multigyan, so let's get right into it. Just take a second and think about that. We've all been there, right? Staring at that dreaded forgot password link, then waiting for the reset email, trying to come up with yet another password that's somehow complex but also something you might remember, which, let's be honest, you won't. It's a universal pain. For decades, that broken system has been the rickety foundation of our entire digital lives. Well, the good news is that whole era of remembering and resetting and constantly worrying about security breaches, it's finally coming to an end. So what's the solution? Well, it's called a passkey. And this, right here, is the hero of our story, the technology that is officially making the password obsolete. Okay, so let's break down the fundamental difference here. A password, the old way, is a secret that you know. And because you know it, you can forget it, or worse, you can be tricked into giving it away. A passkey, the new way, isn't a secret you know. It's a digital key that you own. It actually lives on your device, which means it is basically impossible to phish or to steal from some company's server. So how does this actually work? You might think it's some super complex thing, but the technology behind it is actually surprisingly simple and pretty elegant. It all starts with something called a cryptographic key pair. Now, that sounds technical, I know, but stick with me. When you sign up for a service, your phone or computer creates two unique digital keys that are mathematically tied together. One is public and the other one is private. The first part of that pair is the public key. The best way to think of this is like a custom-made digital lock. You send this lock over to the website, let's say Google, and they install it on your account's door. Now, here's the important part. By itself, this lock is completely useless to a hacker. And that brings us to the second piece, the private key. This is the only thing in the entire world that can open that specific lock. And this part, the key, never ever leaves your phone. It's stored securely right there, protected by your fingerprint or your face, and it is never sent across the internet. So this new system gives us three huge wins. First, it's totally phishing resistant. Why? Because you never type anything in, so a fake website has nothing to steal. Second, it's breach proof. If a big company gets hacked, the bad guys only get a bunch of useless locks, not your actual key. And third, it is just so convenient. Okay, enough theory. Let's get practical. Let's talk about how you can actually set up your first passkey, because it's way easier than you think. We'll use Google as an example, since that's a big one for most of us. You just go into your Google account settings, head over to the security section, and you'll see an option for passkeys. You just tap Create a Passkey, and then your phone will just ask you to confirm with your fingerprint or your face, the same way you unlock it every day. And that's literally it. You're done. From that moment on, logging into your Google account is just a quick touch or a glance. No more typing, no more password managers. It's just seamless. Now, I know this all sounds fantastic, but you probably have some questions running through your head. So let's just tackle the most common ones right now. This is always the first question people ask, and it's a really important one. I mean, if your precious private key is on your phone, what happens if that phone is lost or stolen? It's simple. Your passkeys are all securely backed up to your cloud account, either with Apple or Google. So when you get a new phone, you just sign into your account like you normally would, and all of your passkeys are safely restored. The system was designed from the ground up for this. Okay, next question. What about logging in on a computer you don't own? You know, like at the library or at a hotel or maybe an office computer. You definitely don't want your private key anywhere near that machine. The system has a really clever solution for this. The website on that public computer will just show you a QR code. You scan it with your phone, you approve the login with your face or your fingerprint, and you're in. Your private key never, ever touches that public computer. It's brilliant. And finally, what about all your devices? Does this mean you have to go through that setup process for every single website on your laptop, in your tablet, in your phone? That sounds like a hassle. Nope, absolutely not. Your passkeys sync automatically and securely across all of your trusted devices that are signed into your main Apple or Google account. You create it once on your phone, and it's just there on your laptop. It's that easy. So let's just zoom out for a second. The age of the password, with all of its weaknesses and all of its daily frustrations, it is officially ending. Your passwordless future is here. And let me be perfectly clear about this. This is the #1 most important upgrade to our collective online security in more than a decade. It is not just a small improvement, it is a giant leap forward for everyone. We're so often forced to choose between something being secure or something being convenient. But with passkeys, you get a massive boost in security and a massive boost in convenience. It's one of those rare, beautiful moments in technology where we actually get a true win-win. And you know what the best part is? You can do this right now. Today, in less than 5 minutes, you can make the single best security upgrade you'll make all year. So the only question left is, are you ready? Now, this explainer was based on a great article from Multigyan, and you can read it for yourself at www.multigyan.in. And while you're there, be sure to like and subscribe to the Multigyan YouTube channel for more content just like this. Thanks for watching.